My dearest listeners, oh my goodness. I have something incredibly shocking to share with you today. In this very moment, you are about to experience the most profound revelation about your dear soul. A message that will stir your heart, move your spirit, and bring you closer to understanding a profound truth about love, healing, and faith. Last night, something unexpected happened to the one you love. They were on the brink of an emotional breakdown, overwhelmed by the weight of everything they've been carrying deep within. The burdens, the struggles, the unspoken pain, they couldn't bear it any longer. In that moment of raw vulnerability, a powerful decision was made, one they could no longer ignore. They knew they had to open up, to reveal the truth they had been hiding for so long. Instead of speaking to you in person, they recorded a video. A video that would carry the truth from their heart to yours. In that video, they pour out their deepest emotions, their struggles, their pain, and the truth they've been keeping locked inside for far too long. They couldn't pretend anymore, couldn't continue to wear the mask of strength and composure. They had to tell you, you see, this moment is not just about honesty. It's about divine intervention. This is a moment for you both to experience healing, renewal, and restoration. God works in mysterious ways, often calling us to face difficult truths so that we may grow, heal, and experience the fullness of His love as He intended for us. I know you love them, and hearing this truth might be difficult. It may even bring tears to your eyes. But I urge you to listen with an open heart. God's love often leads us through the hardest paths so that we can become whole again. This video, this raw confession, isn't something you should ignore or brush aside. It holds the truest and most unfiltered thoughts, the realest feelings that have been buried beneath layers of pain and pride. Watch it carefully and watch it all the way to the very end. By doing so, you will finally understand their true emotional state, the silent battles they've been fighting, and their longing for healing. This is a difficult truth, but it's one that you both need to confront together in love, faith, and with God's grace. This isn't just a plea for understanding. It's an invitation for both of you to walk through the fire of your souls together and emerge stronger, more united, and more rooted in His love. Your partner says, "My love, I need to be honest with you. You deserve the full truth about what's truly going on inside me. For too long, I've been pretending to be strong and have it all together, but I can't wear this mask any longer. You are the one I love, the one God has brought into my life, and you deserve to see the real me, my brokenness and all. The truth is, I'm not the person I appear to be on the outside. I've tried to act composed and handle everything with. But the truth is, I've been crumbling and I can't hide it anymore. This is difficult for me to say, but it takes everything in me to admit that I'm struggling, lost, and don't have all the answers. However, I need you to understand that I'm not okay. I've been carrying this pain for far too long, and I need you to know that I can't keep pretending. I can't keep pretending that I'm fine when I'm not. My love, I'm reaching out to you now. Not because I expect you to fix me or have all the answers, but because I need you to understand. I need you to understand what I'm going through and that I can't walk this path alone anymore. I need you. And more importantly, I need God's grace to help me heal. I don't have all the answers or know what the future holds, but I know that with your love and God's love, we can overcome this. Together, we can find the strength to rebuild what has been broken and heal. I just ask for your patience, understanding, and faith in us. This is not the end, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. One where we face our fears and pain and allow God's love to shine through it all. Angel says, my dearest listeners, this is a moment of grace, a moment where divine intervention is calling both of you to step into a deeper place of vulnerability and trust. The love you share is not just about the good times and easy moments. It's about walking together through the valleys and struggles, allowing God to work in your hearts. Remember, God is always with you, never leaving you. Even in your darkest hour, He knows your pain and sees your brokenness. He is. What does it mean to show up even when things are tough? Love isn't just about perfection. It's about being present for each other, especially when the road gets challenging. It's about being open, honest, and willing to walk through trials together, knowing that with God's guidance you can face anything. If your heart is heavy with pain, if you feel like you've been hiding pieces of yourself away, know that you don't have to carry it alone. You have each other and you have God. Together you will find peace, healing, and restoration. Take this message as a sign from God. He is calling you both to step forward, to face the truth, and to trust in His plan for your lives. No matter how broken you may feel, He is the healer, the one who can bring beauty from the ashes and the one who can make all things new. Watch that video, listen to the words with an open heart, and remember that God's love is greater than any pain you're facing. He will lead you to a place of wholeness, a place where healing is not only possible but also promised. You were not brought together by accident. Your connection was written by divine hands. Now God is calling both of you into the next chapter, a chapter that begins with truth, courage, and surrender. Your person has laid bare their soul, spoken words that cost them their pride, and is trusting that you won't run from their brokenness, but instead run toward it with love. They aren't asking you to save them. They are asking you to see them, to hold space for the pain they've tried to hide, and to sit with them in the silence they've carried for far too long. They are asking you to believe that love doesn't end when the struggle begins. It begins where the masks fall off. This isn't about fixing anyone. It's about being present, walking hand in hand toward healing. It's about choosing to love each other not just when it's easy, but especially when it's challenging. You might be wondering why God allowed this pain, why now, and why this moment. The answer, my dear, is simple: because you're ready. Ready to see what you once couldn't, ready to carry what once would have crushed you, and ready to love in the way God has always loved you, completely, without condition. You stand at the edge of a sacred decision. Will you walk away from this truth, or will you step into it with open arms? Because I promise you, on the other side of this pain lies a healing that will shake the heavens, a love that will make angels weep. But you must be willing to trust again, even when everything inside you wants to guard your heart and fear tells you to run. Run to God, run to grace, and run to each other. There's a light waiting for you, but it won't be found on the surface. You must go deeper into the hidden places, into the unspoken wounds, and there you will find God, right in the center of your shared brokenness. And in that brokenness, He will begin His work, the great restoration, the rebuilding of a foundation too holy to crumble. But you have to say yes. Yes to listening, yes to understanding, yes to forgiveness, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. Your person has already taken the hardest step. They spoke the truth. Now it's your turn. Will you hear them? Will you love them anyways? Will you choose to believe that something beautiful can rise from this? The enemy wants you to believe this is the end, but heaven knows it's the beginning of something far more sacred than happiness, the beginning of healing. True soul-deep healing, and healing never begins with perfection. It begins with confession, when one heart says, "I'm not okay," and another replies, "That's all right, I'm here, so be there." Not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally. Be present with your whole heart. Love like this, the kind that battles through darkness, transforms everything. Perhaps that's what God is doing right now, doing everything, breaking what was never meant to endure so He can build something eternal. He doesn't seek your perfection, He asks for your willingness to believe, to stay, to love even amidst tears. Because enduring pain is the kind of love that mirrors heaven. And heaven is watching, cheering you on, and covering you in grace. You are not alone, not in this, not ever. Let these words resonate in your soul. You are loved, you are seen, you are carried. Right now, as you listen, angels are drawing near, surrounding you with peace, hope, and strength for the journey ahead. Breathe that in. You are stronger than you think, not because of who you are, but because of who you are, a child of God. No child of God walks through the fire alone. Let that truth steady your heart. You will make it. Together you will make it. Not by your might or your own will, but by His Spirit, His unshakable love, and the grace that never runs dry. So as this video continues, don't turn away, don't click away from what your soul needs to hear. You were led here for a reason. Let this be your confirmation. Even in the breaking, there is blessing. Even in the revealing, there is redemption. This is your moment, your call, to rise, to believe, to love no matter what. Stay with me, dear ones. There is more to come. Let us walk together through every truth, every tear, and every step toward healing. We are just getting started. You are still here, and that means something. Your heart is listening, your soul is ready for what comes next. Because this is the part where the healing begins, not just for them, but for you too. Yes, you, the one who has carried quiet confusion, the one who has wondered what's been wrong for so long but couldn't put it into words. You who had blamed yourself for their distance, silence, and shift in spirit, now realize the truth. It wasn't your fault, it was never about you not being enough. Their inner storm was raging, loud and hidden, and you in your grace stood in the rain with no explanation. You were patient, stayed, and now your presence has opened a door to truth and sacred love. They finally let you in, and I understand it hurts to hear the pain, confession, and cracks in their armor. But my dear one, this is where real love begins, not with perfection or control, but with surrender. They surrendered their mask, and now it's your turn to surrender your fear. You are safe here in this moment, and you are being asked to rise not just for them, but also for the version of yourself that has been quietly breaking too. God orchestrated this revelation not just for their healing, but also for yours, because healing is never one-sided, it's a circle. What you give returns to you, and what you pour out in love comes back as light. Now you are being asked to pour not from pressure but from power, from your divine capacity to love like Christ, without keeping score, forgiving with open hands, and staying not because it's easy but because it's worth it. Let these words sink in. You were chosen for this moment, to receive this truth, to respond with grace, and to witness their brokenness without running away. God knows the strength in you, your spirit, and the kind of love you carry. Now He is using that love to bring someone else back to life. Yes, you are part of a miracle right now, a holy exchange of pain for purpose, a transformation wrapped in tears and truth. So don't shy away, lean in, even if it shakes you or scares you. Because on the other side of this honesty lies a love more real than anything you've known, a love that's tested, refined, and proven, not through words but through the fire. And I know fire sounds terrifying. Remember what fire does. It burns away the unnecessary, purifies, and makes way for the gold beneath. That's what's happening now. The gold is rising within you, in them, and in both of you together. So keep listening, let the words they shared continue to speak, and let the truth settle not in your fears but in your faith. You are not here by chance, you were called and meant to witness this moment. And you are not alone. Even now, heaven surrounds you and angels are whispering, encouraging you to keep going. They are guiding this healing and holding the pieces of your heart you don't know how to carry. You don't have to do it all or fix anything. You just have to be present, soft where you want to be guarded, listening when your mind wants to run, and gentle, especially with yourself. Because it's okay to feel overwhelmed and not know what to say. This isn't about having perfect answers. It's about having a willing heart, and you have that. I see it and God sees it. So let yourself breathe, cry if you need to, and feel every emotion moving through you right now. It means you're alive and your heart is open. An open heart is a doorway for miracles, and right now you're walking through that door, hand in hand with truth and God. Because where truth is, God is, and where God is, healing flows. Here's what I want you to remember. You are not weak for feeling this deeply, you are not foolish for loving through the pain, and you are not alone even for a second. This journey, this holy journey of love and healing, was written for you. And what is written by heaven cannot be undone by pain. So take this next breath and say yes. Yes to love, yes to truth, and yes to starting again, not from scratch but from strength. The strength that comes when two people refuse to give up on each other. That's what's possible now, not a fairy tale or a fantasy, but something better, a future built on realness and honesty. On divine healings. As your confession resonates within you, let yours rise too. Share your truth with God, revealing the pain and fears that haunt you. Observe how He responds, not always in thunder or lightning, but sometimes in the stillness, warmth, or the comforting sound of your loved one's words. I still love you. This love is genuine and has the potential to blossom into something sacred. Stay present in this moment, for there is more to come. Your heart yearns to hear it all. Allow it to remain open, avoiding the rush to the end. Embrace this sacred space between heartbreak and healing, for it is here that the soul breathes anew. You have heard the truth, sat with the confession, and felt the pain. Yet you persist in your presence, a testament to your strength. It is not the strength of ignoring pain, but the strength of confronting it head-on and choosing to love anyway. This is true strength, divine strength. Now the next chapter unfolds, but it will not unfold as the world dictates. This is not about moving on, it is about moving through fear, silence, and doubt together. This love was meant to be walked, not just in light but also in shadow. Your willingness to continue walking matters more than you realize. If you seek answers about what comes next, let me share them with you. Grace awaits you, a grace greater than you have ever known. It covers your past, whispers comforting words, and offers the chance to begin anew. Grace affirms, I know you're scared, but I'm with you. God's presence speaks to your heart right now. Can you feel it? It is the gentle pull to stay, the warmth in your chest, and the tears that rise not from sadness but from recognition. Deep down, you know this moment is sacred. It may not have been your request, but it was divinely designed. For what you and your loved one share is rare, not perfect. Not without scars, but rare and sacred. What is sacred must be protected and nurtured with truth, light, and love from the depths of your soul. This is what you're being invited into now, not just a relationship, but a rebirth, restoration, and return to genuine love. God doesn't expose truth to destroy, He reveals it to heal. He reveals the wound so He can bind it, allows the cracking so His light can shine through, and His light is shining now through every raw word spoken, every silence filled with prayer, and every heart still choosing to stay. Take the next step, whatever it means for you. It might be a whispered prayer through trembling lips, holding their hand again after so long, or simply breathing deeply and saying, "Okay, I'm still here." Whatever it is, know this, you're not walking alone. Angels surround you, God guides you, and love leads you. Every step you take in truth and grace brings you closer to what's real, healing, and wholeness. Healing takes time, and it's not a straight line or always pretty. But it's holy because every time you choose love over fear, you mirror heaven, and every time you extend grace, you partner with God's heart. He smiles over that and blesses it. Don't let doubt steal this moment or fear write your story. Let faith do that, and let love be louder. Let the voice inside that says, "This is worth it," rise above everything else, because it is. They are worth it, and you're worth it. The love God placed between you is worth it. Be gentle with them, with yourself, speak softly, love slowly, and hold on to hope like a flame that will never go out. Hope is what brought you here, what holds you now, and what will carry you forward, step by step, day by day, together with God in the middle. If all you can do right now is breathe, then breathe. That breath is a prayer. That breath is a sign of life, and where there is life, there is always the possibility of newness, peace, and a love deeper than you've ever known. So say yes to the unknown, yes to healing, yes to the love that is rising again between the cracks. Say yes even if your voice shakes, because that yes could change everything. It already has. You're not the same person who began listening to this message. Something has shifted, something divine has awakened, and let it grow and guide you. You are walking in the light now, and nothing, not fear, not pain, or the past, can separate you from the love that holds you, the love of God, the love in your connection, the love that never stopped beating for each other, even when everything else fell silent. Stay with me, because there's more to come, and your heart needs to hear it all. Close your eyes for a moment and feel your heart beat. That rhythm is not just biology, it's divine design. Every beat says, "I am still here," and every beat is a drum roll to the next part of your story. God, the author, writes with you, not forcing the pen, but inviting your hand to join His. Now He whispers, "Let's keep writing." You've turned a sacred page, seen what lies beneath the surface, and heard the truth, the kind that breaks and builds in the same breath. Now it's time to respond, but not with perfection, but with presence. Just be present. You don't need to know all the steps. You just need to take the next step. And the next step is listening to what God is saying right now. He's saying this: "I never abandoned you. I never gave up on you. I've been patiently waiting for this moment. The moment when you finally stop trying to carry everything on your own. The moment you say, 'God, I can't do this alone,' and He says, 'Good,' because you never had to." Let Him in. Let Him into the deepest, most vulnerable places. The places you hide from even yourself. Because He already knows. And He still loves you more than ever. He loves you endlessly. This love isn't based on how well you perform or how strong you appear. It's based on who He is, love. He isn't afraid of your pain or disappointed in your struggles. He sees them, honors them, and is already working through them, even now, especially now. So lift your head, beloved. You are not defeated. You are being renewed. This moment isn't the end of something. It's the beginning, the sacred beginning of restoration. And I want you to hear this part clearly. It's okay to grieve, to feel lost, and to need time. God isn't rushing you. Love doesn't rush healing. Healing is patient, kind, and knows that some wounds go deep. But it also knows that no wound is deeper than God's reach. He is reaching now through this message, through your heartbeat, through your tears. He is saying, let me hold what you can't, and your answer doesn't have to be loud. It can be a whisper that says, okay, God, I trust you. That's all it takes, a whisper of surrender. And heaven moves, mountains shift, chains fall, and healing flows. That's the power of your surrender. You don't have to shout, you just have to let go. Let go of the need to control, the need to have everything figured out, and the fear that says, what if this doesn't work? Instead, replace it with faith that says, what if this is the miracle I've been praying for? Because it might be. Yes, it is. You asked for a sign, and this is it. You asked for confirmation, and this is it. You asked God, are you with me? And his answer is echoing now. Yes, child. Always through, always in the silence, always in the storm, always in the confessions that shake the ground. Always he is with you. And because he is with you, you can face anything, even this, even the brokenness, even the healing journey, and especially the love that still burns inside your heart. Let it burn, let it guide you. That love is real, it's holy, it's the very evidence that something divine still lives in both of you. It's not dead, it's not over, it's just now getting honest. Honest love, that's the kind that lasts, that changes everything. So stay with the truth, stay with your heart, stay with each other. The easy road isn't where miracles happen, but this road, the road of vulnerability, grace, and courage. This is where heaven meets earth, where your relationship becomes a testimony. Not of perfection, but of redemption. Not of flawless love, but of faithful love. Faithful through the breaking, faithful through the rebuilding, faithful through every step that says, we are still here. I know you may not see the full picture yet, but trust the artist. God sees it, and what he sees is beautiful, it's healed, it's whole. And he's leading you there one step, one breath, one prayer at a time. So let your soul rest, let your heart hope again. And know this, you are already being transformed. Not someday. Now keep going, loves. The story is just beginning. And it is sacred. Take another deep breath, not just for calm, but for clarity and making room for something new to emerge within you. A new clarity, strength, and space for love to flourish. You are shedding something heavy, perhaps a belief, a memory, or a long-held fear. Whatever it is leaving, and in its place peace is rising, not the kind the world offers, but the kind that transcends understanding, a divine gift that whispers to your soul, you are safe now, you don't have to carry this alone. And you don't. That's the truth, you were never meant to bear it all on your own. Love was meant to be shared, and burdens too. That's why God gave us each other, to hold, to help, and to heal together. I know you've tried to be the strong one, the anchor, but even anchors need grounding, and you need a place to fall apart and be held. Let this message be that place, a sanctuary that holds you and carries the weight for a moment. You don't have to be okay right now, you just have to be honest. Because God can only heal what we stop hiding. Speak it, whether out loud or in your heart. God, this hurts, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. And then wait, listen, for he is already answering, not always in thunder, but sometimes in stillness, in breath, in warmth, and in the soft rain that settles over your heart. That's God, that's love, and love isn't always loud or lightning fast. Sometimes it's just being there like your person is trying to be now, showing up in their brokenness, telling you the truth even though it scared them. That's love too, imperfect, yes, but real. And real love is rare. Don't let pain make you forget that, or pride shut the door to what God is trying to heal. He brought this moment to you for a reason, not to punish you or overwhelm you, but to invite you into deeper trust, deeper faith, and deeper connection. This is holy ground, beloved. Sacred space where tears transform into prayers, pain becomes purpose, and two souls find strength in each other's presence. I understand that this journey isn't always easy, it never was. God didn't promise easy, he promised his presence, assuring us that he would never leave us. He promised his grace enough to sustain us, and his promise of making all things new, including our hearts, relationships, and this very moment of raw uncertainty and reality. This is the soil of miracles, right here, right now. So what do? You trust, you show up, and you stay soft, not because you feel strong, but because you believe in the possibilities that lie through God. That's where true strength resides, not in pretending, but in trusting and embracing the unknown with open hands. Open your hands now, not just physically, but also in your mind and heart. Let go of control, Let go of your preconceived notions about how things should go, and let go of the idea that love means no pain. Because sometimes love includes pain, but it always leads to healing if we allow it and ourselves to be healed. Just by listening and staying here, you're showing that your heart is ready, your spirit is strong, and God is not finished with you, with them, or with the story He's writing between you. This story is a tale of love rising from the ashes, of truth breaking chains, and of faith that persists even in the face of adversity. Hold on to grace, hold on to hope, and hold on to each other, because God is in this journey not done but just beginning. The next part will be beautiful, not because it's perfect, but because it's real, rising from truth, from ashes, and from broken hearts willing to love anyway. That's the beauty that heaven sees and the beauty that God blesses. And you, dear one, are part of it now, in the midst of something holy, a sacred unraveling and a divine rebuilding. Piece by piece, the old is falling away, and in its place, something eternal and unshakable awaits. Grace, a gift that doesn't demand complete understanding, emerges in the midst of chaos, offering comfort and presence. Even now, I stand with you, sharing in your stillness, a peace that transcends logic but holds the profound essence of what you need. This peace, a testament to God's presence in this moment, is not distant but ever close, a constant companion. It deepens when hearts open, revealing the raw, unpolished truth, shattering the barriers of fear and masks that kept you apart. Now you see each other clearly, not just the good but the real. This revelation is the catalyst for transformative change, building a foundation that transcends perfection. It begins with honesty, tears, truth, and love, qualities that may not conform to the idealized portrayals of love in movies. However, they are gifts from God, cherished for their authenticity. Embrace this newfound freedom, breaking free from the constraints of pretending, pressure, and silence. The truth has been unveiled, and where truth thrives, love can blossom into an unstoppable, unbreakable, and unforgettable force. This potential lies within you, but it demands your unwavering commitment. Say yes to showing up again, to listening even when it's challenging, to forgiving repeatedly, not because they're perfect or because you possess all the answers, but because love chooses, commits, and surrenders. This surrender doesn't make you weak. It empowers you to embrace the transformative power of love. It makes you holy like Jesus, who stayed, forgave, and loved anyway. That's the invitation now, to love anyway, believe anyway, and keep walking together. Because together is the point, the prayer, the miracle. Even if it's messy, slow, or takes time to heal, it will, because God is in it and not done. Let your heart settle into that truth, quiet your fears, and anchor your soul. You're not doing this alone, you never were. Heaven surrounds you and people are ministering to your spirit. Even now as you listen, weep, or whisper, "God, I don't know how," He answers. You don't need to know how, just trust me. Trust Him with the pain, the process, and the possibility of a new beginning. Because the truth is, this is a new beginning. It doesn't look like what you expected, but it's holy, sacred, and yours. You're walking into it now, step by step, with courage you didn't know you had, love that's been tested and found true, and a God who never lets go. He's got you, holding you, healing you, and nothing can stop what He's doing now. So say it with me: I receive this healing, I welcome this truth, and I believe in love again. Say it softly if you need to, through tears or like a prayer. Because it is, and heaven hears it, and heaven answers. This is not the end, it's the sacred beginning. And you are ready. Yes, beloved, you are ready. Not because you feel strong every moment, but because you're willing. And willingness is the seed of transformation, the place where heaven plants miracles. It's in your heart right now, in that soft soil that has been broken open and laid bare. But now in the quiet, God is planting something new. You may not see it yet, but it's there, nothing. Hope for it, peace it, and know that it's taking root. Because when truth is spoken and love remains, life begins again. And now you have a sacred choice, not about fixing or forcing, but about faith. Do you believe that God can heal this? Do you believe that this fragile, imperfect, and tested love can be made whole? He does. He believes in you and both of you. And if the God of all creation hasn't given up on this, how can you? So take the hand that's reaching for you, maybe not in person yet, but in spirit. Through that confession, through their pain, and through their plea for understanding. They're not just asking for forgiveness, they're asking for a chance to be seen, a chance to be loved in the midst of their becoming. Isn't that what we all long for? To be loved here not once we're healed or whole, but right now in the middle, in the mess, in the mystery of healing. This is your moment to give that kind of love. Yes, it's a risk, but it's also a revelation. Because the kind of love you're being asked to offer doesn't come from you alone. It flows from God, from a place deeper than your wounds, stronger than your doubt, and from your soul. The part of you that remembers what it's like to hurt and need grace. The part of you that knows healing doesn't happen alone, but together in love, in faith, and in partnership with heaven. That's what's unfolding now, a holy partnership not just between two people, but between you and God. Because He is in the middle of this, holding the thread, weaving something eternal, something beautiful, and something called restoration. You don't have to rush this journey. Simply trust in the love between you. Even on the days it hurts, even when you're tired, even when you wonder if you can truly make it, remember, beloved, that you can. Because the love you share has already been tested and refined. And what remains is real. Guard it, protect it, and nurture it with words of truth and prayers of hope. This isn't a fantasy, it's a sacred reality built not on dreams but on daily holy decisions. Decisions to stay, to try, to speak, to forgive, and to begin again every day if needed. And when you do, God shows up in the smallest moments, in the quiet reconciliations, and in the shared glances that say, "I still choose you." Love isn't just something you feel, it's something you live. And now you are living it fully, freely, faithfully, and bravely. So be brave, beloved, and courageous to still believe, still love, still listen, and still hope. Don't downplay that, celebrate it. You are doing holy work, work that doesn't always get seen or applauded, but heaven sees it and is applauding right now. Angels are rejoicing because two hearts are turning back to each other, back to God, back to truth. That's revival, that's redemption, and that's what happens when we say, "I won't give up. I'll keep loving, I'll keep healing." Keep going, you're almost there. And what awaits you, you might ask? It's not a perfect place, it's not the end of struggle, and it's not the disappearance of pain. There's a place where love has roots, a place where the storm has passed and the tree still stands, a little worn and changed, but deeply rooted, deeper than fear and shame. That's where you're headed, that's what this journey is about, becoming rooted in something real. When you're rooted, when your love is grounded in grace, nothing can shake it. Not the past, not mistakes, not even moments of distance or doubt. Rooted love bends and sways, but it doesn't break. That's the kind of love God is growing in you, the kind that endures. Maybe it didn't start that way. Maybe it began with passion, excitement, and dreams of perfection. But now it's growing into something far greater, something eternal. Because anything rooted in truth becomes unshakable. And this truth that your person is hurting, that they finally let you in, that they're asking for healing, it's not just their truth, it's yours too. Because now you get to decide, will you meet them in this place? Not to fix them, not to carry them, but to walk with them, to say, you don't have to do this alone. If your answer is yes, if your soul is whispering yes, even through trembling, trust that whisper. It's holy, it's your spirit recognizing something sacred. This isn't just about romance, it's about resurrection. Resurrecting what was lost, what was buried beneath pain and pride, what was hidden under silence and shame. Now it's in the light, and what lives in the light heals. It just does. Because light doesn't just reveal, it restores. God's light is pouring over your love now, and healing has already begun. Yes, it started the moment truth was spoken. It grew when you stayed, and now it's deepening because your heart is saying yes. I want to heal not just for them but for you. Because you deserve healing too. You've carried questions, you've felt the distance, you've absorbed the silence. But now there's honesty, now there's clarity, now there's invitation. They trust you with their pain, and that trust is sacred. It's not weakness, it's a gift. Hold it gently and perfectly, with presence, compassion, and the same grace you've always longed to receive. This is your chance to be the witness, the one who says, I see you, I still love you, I'm not going anywhere. But remember, your beloved is divine. And in that kind of love, God moves, mountains shift, hearts open, and healing flows. Yes, there's still work to do, conversations to have, tears to cry, and time to invest. But now you have something unshakable beneath you, the truth. Even when it hurts, the truth sets us free, free to love deeper, to be seen, and to become whole. So let yourself hope, believe again, and imagine what your love could become on the other side of this. It won't be the same, but it will be stronger, braver, softer, and rooted. If you've made it this far, still listening, still open, and still present, then know this. You are a vessel of God's love, part of this miracle, and being used for something eternal. Don't stop now. Keep walking, keep trusting, and keep opening your heart. Grace is still flowing, and the next part is even more beautiful.